Hello, friends from the comic and manga world. My name is G,
And I'm Hector.
and we're here to talk about the February 20th, 2023 FOC picks for this week. And Hector and we work for Penguin Random House. So the titles that you'll see today are those that we can sell around the world in the international market. And of course, we'll tell you what we are looking forward for the upcoming FOC here. Now, aside from the YouTube channel, we are also on other social media platforms. So on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and you can check us out at PRH International Comics, where we'll post some updates and news. And I'll link down below our social media like website links so you have direct access there. So we'll get started with our picks here, and let me get that going.
Yes, and we're going to start with a couple of picks for trade. And the first one is Wakanda. This is the collected of the 6-issue miniseries. Um, this, as you see, Ivan Narcissus and Stephanie Williams are some of the writers, but it actually has a lot of writers and a lot of artists involved. If you don't know from the single issues, this is every issue had a followed sort of a story. Um, Black Panther, it's gone, and it comes from the Black Panther series that I'm going, and this series sort of highlights on every issue. It was highlighting a different character from key character from Wakanda. The first one was Shuri. It did Killmonger. It ended up in the last issue with Okoye, and it follows a story that is part of the timeline, but it involves, it sort of shows you the story through the eyes of that one character, and it kind of highlights that character, which I love about this concept. And then in the end, every issue had a part. They were doing it in different chapters throughout each issue. At the end, they were doing the history of Wakanda and just showing from the very first Black Panther to the present the history of Wakanda. And it was also, I mean, it's amazingly cool. Like I said, this is collecting all those issues together into one that just finished. I think last week we got the last issue of the miniseries. It includes a lot of things. There was a lot of speculation with some of the covers. There was a lot of, um, especially with the character Tosin, which was introduced in Black Panther last year, and now uh, obviously it shows up here, and you have a bigger story here. You had in Black Panther because over there he was just sort of a side story. But it's a great read. Like I said, it involves several amazing artists and amazing writers, so I highly recommend this one. And the next one is Shazam: Power of Hope by Paul Dini and Alex Russ. This is a hardcover reprint of this, and with the movie coming out, the second movie of Shazam coming out, but also I think everything that's happening in the comics, there's a renewed interest in Shazam and the Shazam family, and this is a very cool story where Billy Batson and Shazam kind of are helping children in a hospital, but it's sort of a look. It is very similar to I compare it, if you're going to look for a comp, to Superman All Star and to uh the Spider-Man one. Gee, what was the title again? I always forget the title. Life of
Life
Spider-Man.
story.
Spider-Man. So it has a little bit of a feeling like that. It's not like it has a history of it, but it has like an uplifting sort of going more deep into the characters and who they are and how they feel about being a superhero and dealing with, being a superhero plus their personal lives. And that's what this book does for Shazam. So it's very, very cool. I also
It's
highly
been
recommend this one.
it's been such a long time since I read this too,
Yeah.
so like it would be nice. I don't think I ever got it in hardcover, so this would be something that fans for sure because the art. truly, I mean, obviously, we look who we're talking about here.
Yeah,
Very
its team
beautiful.
is
So
it's amazing too.
it's
Both of them, yeah.
amazing. Like it
Yeah.
deserves a treat. Like it obviously, if you're gonna get it, the hardcover
Yeah,
is the way to go with this one.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Mhm.
Yes.
And for cover picks, this is actually one of my picks for this week. And this is the main cover of Marauders issue number 12. And the artist on this is Kim Jacinto. And they're an artist from the Philippines. And I just like how magical it is. It's beautiful. It reminds
Yeah.
me of it's being like it reminds me that this is a page out of a fairy tale, and I
Hmm.
really like it about that. So that's why I picked it. It speaks for itself, the way the cover looks here. And I'm not the only one. I mean,
Yep.
it was really hard to pick a cover for this, and like, I mean, this is not the only one from Kim that we both liked. So the next one
Yeah.
here, Hector will talk about.
Yeah. So my pick is the second cover that King Jacinto did for the same book.
Mhm.
Also with Kitty Pride, but a little bit different, but you kind of get that also fantasy look feeling to it. Um, and it's interesting because yeah, it's rare to see same artist doing two covers for the same book. I mean, kind of see that a lot with Kevin Eastman in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's hard to see it in other ones. Um, but again, I same feelings I think G had for the first one we have for this one too. Definitely very, very cool.
Mhm, mhm.
Yes.
Right, and this one is really cool. This is Monica Rambeau, Photon issue number 4. The cover artist here is Lucas Wernick.
Mm.
Why I think it's pretty cool is not only do we have Monica on the cover here, but Moonstone on the cover here, which don't remember if we had Moonstone recently on covers. I can't remember
I don't know.
any anything recently. So this is
Uh-huh.
pretty cool to have them both. I'm assuming here, based on their expression, that we have Moonstone as the villain up
Yeah,
against Monica at this
at least
point.
they have some sort of disagreement.
Yeah, yeah, clearly by their facial expressions.
Yeah, yeah,
The pose.
yeah,
It's like, it's just a small guest.
yeah, exactly. They're not, they're not very happy with each other at this point,
Yeah, 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 yeah. So
for
this is
sure.
one that you should
Very, very
definitely check out.
beautiful. Yeah,
Mhm.
and Lucas is it's part of the class of Stormbreakers for this year. Next up, one of my picks, Word of Marvel. This is Corinne Howell. It's such a beautiful cover by Corinne Howell showing Bloodstone here and Elsa Bloodstone. And I was looking at other covers by Corinne Howell and other art, and she has done, I think she's done very little for Marvel, if anything at all, because I couldn't find anything. She's mostly done a lot of stuff for IDW and some DC but really for Marvel, the only one I could find was this one. But then if you look up her art, she is an amazing artist. She mostly does a lot of like horror theme art, and it is so beautiful. And you can tell by this art right here that her other stuff is going to be amazing too. But I love this whole concept. I not that I'm a I realize these are all guns and bullets and all that, but she makes it look so extremely beautiful and looks a little bit steampunk to me. I know that it's not necessarily steampunk and bullets connect, but it looks like that to me. But it looks or either that or very Western look on the background. And I love how the hair and the costume, the red highlights so well against the background, the golden background. I love this.
Okay, for my pick, I have Amazing Spider-Man issue number 22. This is a 1 and 25 ratio variant and covered by Chris Bacalo. Hopefully I'm
Bacalo. I
pronouncing
think it's Bacalo.
Bacalo.
Yeah, I think so.
I apologize if I pronounced their last name wrong. I'm gonna have to look that up afterwards.
Yeah. I
But I
apologize
did
too,
look up,
just in case.
yeah, I did look up their artwork though.
Yeah.
Um, I really appreciate artists who don't shy away from landscapes and background because sometimes it often gets overlooked or like when we're reading a story in a comic book medium, like we're focusing on the characters, but I love the attention to detail in the background. And I think that says a lot about the artist, especially for a cover art in particular. I just love the amount of like so much detail if you're looking at the cover here.
Yeah.
And it does kind of give me a little bit of a steampunky vibe, just a
Hmm.
tad bit as well. Like not really, but kind of. Like I could see I mean uh this Chris has done steampunky work before, artwork before,
Yeah.
and you can really tell that that type of style lends well to his particular craft. So I just wanted to like share some love here about this particular artist, and I highly recommend checking out their other work. I was looking at like I think it was Doctor Strange issue number 20, and I was like, wow, he did that. Like the art for that is like the cover art for that is beautiful. Like it's with Doctor Strange. It looks like he has a ramen bowl, but it's like these weird like things that are like crawling out of it, and it's like a very
Yeah.
intricate, not only like on the forefront but in the background as well. So again, I really appreciate someone who pays attention to details like this artist tends
Yes.
to do.
Yes. Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Next up, my next pick is Tiger Division, issue 5 by Betsy Cola, variant by
Mm.
Betsy Cola, which I'm a big fan of Betsy Cola, also a Filipino artist. Um, and this is such a beautiful representation of, the females in Tiger Division. And I love the blending in of the blue and sort of the highlight of the red in the front, but and even though there are different sizes here, it doesn't sometimes that kind of plays with the perspective in the wrong way, but this actually works really, really well. I love the moon in the back. I love that there's detail even blended into that background. um it looks very, very cool.
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, and I think that's it for our cover
Yes.
picks for this week. We do have a piece of news that we're really excited about. And if you didn't
Yes.
know, Apothecary Diaries is getting an anime adaptation. And um, from the sounds of it, it looks like it's going to happen this year. So
Yep.
crossing my fingers that that still happens. Things change all the time. So
Yeah.
take that with a grain of salt here.
Salt. Yeah.
Yeah. On the slide here, you'll see the volume 1 of Apothecary Diaries, and definitely check out the teaser video because I mean this poster image, teaser like image is I mean it's so gorgeous, and if
Yeah, it
you
is very
actually
beautiful.
watch the teaser video, it's very beautifully done. The animation is beautiful. I'm so excited for this.
Uh-huh.
I can't wait. And if you don't know anything about Apothecary Diaries, like really quickly, we have the main character here that you'll see on the front. I've perhaps butchered one name already. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna butcher another name. Uh, Mao Mao, maybe? I don't know.
I'm
I'm
not even gonna
sorry.
try it.
The main character is trained as an herbal medicinal expert, and they are forced to work as like a lowly servant in the palace. And because of their intelligence and their wits, they were able to break a curse that was placed on like an imperial heir, and that brings unwanted attention to them. And so because of that, and because of their intelligence, gets singled out and is forced to play the role as a taste tester, which could be very dangerous because
Yeah.
lots of people want the imperial family dead. I'm not just in this case, like that's a thing that happens in royal court life. And then and it's not just that. Like, you can't just have this intelligent person just be a taste tester. Is it that role is more of a front for like keeping this character close by to investigate mysteries and cases that come up in the story. So if you like mystery, if you like court intrigue, this is definitely something that you definitely want to check out. And
Yeah.
again, anime looks gorgeous. Cannot wait.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
We got to put a link to the teaser below
Oh yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
the description. You have to, if not, just look it up. It's amazing. It
yeah,
is
yeah, yeah.
beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I love that. Even though obviously is it this one because it's the very first teaser is in Japanese, and I couldn't find one with subtitles, but
Oh,
they
but good,
did it so
good.
like I think the first half of the teaser itself has no words in it, so it's
Hmm.
just images and music, and it's amazing, and it really
Yeah.
gets you excited for the series, and it really is gonna want to make you go read the manga too.
Hmm. Hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so that's actually it for our picks for this week. As always, Hector and I are always excited to talk about. This is like a great like time for us to like geek out every week. So definitely comment below on your thoughts on your personal favorites. If you also agree with our picks as well, we like to hear from you down below. And check us out on those social media platforms. Again, I'll link them down below. And
Yeah.
that's it for this week. So bye, everyone.
Bye. Thank you.